The day before St. Patty's Day. I fucking love St. Patty's Day, even though I don't drink and shit. My neighbors up the corner are gonna make a couple fucking whatever the fuck corned beefs. We're gonna go over there on fucking Thursday, smoke some reef. I'm gonna smoke tons of reef. I'm gonna start like at fucking 3:30 in the afternoon. Well, I'll start a little earlier than that. I usually start like at 3:30 to prep for dinner, is what I'm trying to say. I'll drop a couple ABXs to get the party started, to get that hunger in there for reals, you know what I'm saying? Nothing bothers me more when I go eat and fucking I'm not hungry. You know, nothing. And for a long time I wasn't getting high. Like last night I went to this place called fucking Harold's in Edison. Fucking tremendous. If you like corned beef, pastrami, brisket, you order a sandwich for two. If you walk in there with 6 people, order a sandwich for 2. That's all you need. Everybody will fucking eat. It's this big, the sandwich. I got a picture on my phone. They give you this much pastrami, this much brisket, and this much fucking corned beef. It's fucking tremendous. I could eat that shit forever. But that's it. After tomorrow night, I won't eat it again till fucking now. Who the fucking like? I love pastrami, guys. I've always loved motherfucking pastrami. The pickled herring around the corner, oh Lord. They got good fucking pastrami. That Jew food will kill you. I love it. They got the original knishes and shit. I love all that stuff. Oh, I fucking love knishes with some fucking dry, spicy mustard. Stop it. But anyway, I want to talk to you guys about Sunday, Monday. I'm sorry I cut you guys off short with the podcast Monday. My sister died, and it took me by fucking storm. It was terrible. I got the text the week before from my niece saying that my sister wasn't doing too well. She fell ill, and that the doctors gave her like a week. Well, they don't fuck around in Cuba. When they give you a week, you die in a week. She died exactly a fucking week later, and it took me by, surprise, but she's 68. I haven't seen her since I was 3. And she was maybe 10 or something like that. Who the fuck knows anymore? After my mom died, we lost contact for like 20 years. And then in 2009, we reconnected when I started talking to my uncle again. And our relationship was good. I tried to invite her here, but she was such a fucking commie. She wouldn't come anyway, But I still loved her anyway. I understood. I'm happy that my sister passed away, because her dream and my mother's dream are now fucking, they came to fruition. They're with each other. So hopefully they're up there jumping up and down, calling each other fucking names and shit, My mother not having Maggie, that's her name, Maggie, my sister, killed her. That was the slowest torture in the world, them getting separated. But it was just a story of immigration. This isn't something that just happened to my family. This has happened to families from all over the world, and they migrate to the United States. Sometimes a father would come and get settled and then send back for his kids. It's a fucking painful to live without your kids. I know firsthand. But my mother went through that, and it was sad to see her go through that. In the daytime, she'd be a barrel of laughs, and then at night, once she was by herself, the pain would creep up on her. And we all have that, it's like when somebody close to you passes away, for a couple months, you're fine in the daytime. You're around people, you're at work, you're with your friends, you're giggling. At night when you're by yourself, it weighs heavy on you. So it weighed on my mother for years, and I know it weighed on my sister, because even when I spoke to her, when we didn't talk for a long time and then we reconnected, we would have conversations, and she would tell me that, her mother told her she was coming back for her. And my mother never left in Cuba. Fidel closed the fucking borders. He wouldn't let anybody in or travel. We hired attorneys. We did everything we could. Politicians tried to help us, and we could never get my sister out. And then she ended up marrying one of fucking Castro's soldiers, so she made a life for herself there. I'm a little sad. I never got closure with her to see her. We spoke plenty on the phone, and I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those guys that, hey, I'll work it out. I'll call fucking BetterHelp next week and talk to them and process this the right way, because I don't want this to come back and bite me in the ass later. So I'm going to process this. I'm going to grieve this the right way. And it's funny, We just had Jessime Peluso on here speaking about grief. You know, listen, everybody's going through this right now. The last 2 years, everybody's lost somebody, a friend, a relative, an uncle, an aunt, and we all feel a little weird. This was my fucking, my sister gone. But hey, let's move the fuck on. It's a great fucking week. Tomorrow's St. Patty's Day. Besides eating corned beef tomorrow night, I don't know what I'm going to do. I still remember fucking getting a bus, and we used to do, like I did it 1 year. I didn't really, what am I talking about? Corky, my friend Gregory, 7-day weekend, he would get a bus, and we would all get on the bus and stop at all the Irish bars in the city and do the crawl. Oh, it's insane. The bus smelled like puke. Everything smells like fucking puke, but it's a great day. You know, there's always something going on. You know, my daughter's excited about it. I'm excited about it. Who the fuck knows? A couple of weeks ago, I was listening to, you know, in the car, I have Sirius XM. So I listened to a lot of classic vinyl. I listened to a lot of Ozzy's Boneyard. I listened to Octane. I listened to Disco, Studio 54. They got great stations, 70s by 70s, 80s and the 80s. I don't fucking know. They're all... Lithium is great. They're all great stations, you know. And last week, I mean, I've known a Jelly Roll for a long time. We're like friends, you know, but I thought he was more of a rapper, you know. And I've been caught up in my own world with music the last couple of years. A couple of weeks ago on Octane, he did a 2-hour show, 1-hour show or something on Octane, and I was in the car driving. And it was one of those things that you don't want to get out of the car. You want to finish this concert. It was like a couple of years ago, Guns N' Roses ended their tour at the Forum, and it was a Monday night. And I'll never forget that I went out. My neighbors had gone to the Guns N' Roses tickets. They told me they had a box, but I had a podcast that night. And I'll never forget coming home from the podcast and listening to the live Guns N' Roses from that show. They were there right as it was going on. They were taping it at Sirius, and broadcasting it, and fucking Slash was going off, Jack. Like, Slash was going fucking off, and I'm like, damn, I wish I was there. This is how it was with Octane, with fucking Jelly Roll. His voice sounded so fucking tremendous. It's so deep. It's so soulful. You know, that Dead Man Walk, and he's got a couple songs that are fucking tremendous. Well, after I heard the Octane, I called them up like a motherfucking man, and I said, listen, I got to have you on the podcast. Because you, my friend, are on your way up, you know. It's just tremendous music, you know. I even let my wife listen to it because she's from Nashville. His voice is so fucking soulful. It's like Barry White meets the Temptations, meets Johnny Cash, meets fucking, you know. It's tremendous. But anyway, judge for yourself.